Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Mr. Fix It channel. Working on the Suzuki again. And it's been an uphill battle with this bike. If you'd like to join me on my struggles, there'll be a link to a playlist right here. So, can I finally build the exhaust now? Stay tuned.
I was sitting out there in the shed one evening, not doing too much of nothing, just kind of staring at the wall. And
So this is the original exhaust off of this bike, 4 and a 2. And if I want to fit this belly pan up in here, I'm going to have to build a 4-in-1 exhaust. So there's a few issues here that I'm going to have to deal with. The one main one is that's the oil filter right there, and I'm about ready to put exhaust right in front of it. So custom bikes usually have custom problems, and on this bike, sadly, I'm probably going to have to remove the exhaust to change the oil filter, but it is what it is. So I'm going to get started on this exhaust. And first thing here, I just got this belly pan up here, and I'm just kind of looking what kind of space I have, how this thing's going to sit in here. This pipe that's going to come out here is going to have a pretty drastic curve to it. Planning on all of them coming down together in front of that oil filter, going under the bike and then collecting together there. Now I'm trying to build this bike with stuff that I already have around, very small budget. I'm not trying to spend any money if I can possibly. I'm not trying to spend any money at all if I can help it. So I'm going to take the factory exhaust and some other exhaust pipes that I had laying around, and I'm going to try to, you know, cut and paste and build this 4-in-1 exhaust system. So this might be a struggle, but we'll find out. I'm going to start by cutting the 4 pipes off of the mufflers here. And before you scream at me about wrecking these pipes, they're junk. Alright, these tubes here are a pipe inside of a pipe. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut this outer pipe off of all 4 of these. Let's get into that. Let's start making an exhaust for that. This is the part where you sit and stare at it. Now that I got all those pipes stripped down, now I need to figure out how to make them all run, you know, together here. So let's figure something out. Alright, I'm getting close, but not quite there. So the outer 2 pipes need to be able to come together here, if you can see that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the tacks on both sides of each pipe here and try to rotate these in just a little bit so they all meet up at one spot right there. But that's where I'm at. Yeah, let me do that to the other side and we'll see where we end up. Alright, this is a exhaust pipe reducer. It's 3 ID in here and 2.5 OD here. I'm going to try to turn this into the collector. I'm going to peel the sticker off first though. So I made this little jig, and I gotta fit these in here. So I'm gonna try to squish this into kind of a square first and see if I can fit this in here, and then I can start forming this. Let's see, where's my seam? So I don't want it on the seam, so we'll go like 45 degrees here. Gotta squish. Something like that, roughly. Alright, I got the collector slipped on there. I welded all 4 of these pipes together. I'm going to take the exhaust off, take it over to the bench, and see if I can, you know, there's a little bit of gap in here. I need to mold this all together, make it tight, gotta weld, I gotta do stuff. So let's head over to the bench. Now I know this is not ideal for flow to have these 2 pipes angled this way, but this is what I got. I welded on this rod across here just to keep all this in place. And what I need to do now is cut all these off flush, like right there. So I need to figure out the best way to cut all these off so they're all flush, and we can stick that guy on there. Yeah, this won't be sketchy at all. Looks like I need to massage the shape of this a little bit. This only needs to go on there just a little bit. I mean, I could literally just butt weld it, but I think I want it to be pushed down on there just a little further. So let me bang around on this thing for a minute. Now I need to weld a piece in here to close this off, right here. Get these, all 4 of these pieces together, and then I can slip this on and then hammer form it around this and then weld that on. So let's do that. I think that'll do. I'm going to weld all this together here. I'm just going to tack this on here, and I got to go hang it on the engine and make sure this is pointing in the right way. Now I can start hammer forming this to the header. So I just got a railroad spike here that I kind of rounded the point off of, and I'm going to use this to hammer form this. Well, those are some ugly, I do mean ugly welds. But I think it's just the rust on the pipe and the carbon on the inside. It's giving me, I was having trouble. But this is all going to get ground down, blended in. Plus I'm going to paint the headers and I'm going to wrap them with fiberglass. So you're never going to see any of this. And on top of that, it's going to be buried into the fairing behind it. I mean, you're not even going to see it. So I'm not trying to go for like a perfection here, like I'm going to chrome these or something. So this is plenty good enough for me. All right, here it is so far. I think that's going to work out just fine. Yes, those are bullet holes in this cardboard, you know, because America. This is the exhaust tip that I bought. Stainless steel. I thought it had a baffle in it when I ordered it, but it's basically just a straight through pipe. So it's going to be loud AF. I think I'm going to fit it on there like that, somewhere in there. Maybe out here, but more than likely right here. So yeah. Well, that's all the time I got for this project today. So I'm going to finish this exhaust on the next episode. We'll get it fired up, see how it sounds. I'm going to start working on that fairing. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, and don't be afraid to fix it. Thanks for watching.